As always, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell to be notified for future videos.
Hello, and welcome to the fish tank. I am Cole, and today, guys, we are working on something very different. Today, we are working on a Tootsie toy dragster. This was sent to me by Opal for the Tootsie Toy King's Tootsie Toy Invitational. Guys, I have a great idea for this, and I hope you enjoy. Let's just jump right into it.
So, welcome back, guys. So today we are working on our Tootsie toy that was sent to me by Opal, the Tootsie King himself. And today we are joining him in his first ever Tootsie Toy Invitational. So Opal sent these cards out about a month ago, and he sent an email to us, the Diecast Mafia, to take part in this invitational on May 5th. That's today. Well, not today, but you get what I mean. And he wanted us to not restore them, but customize them. So my plan today is we are going to put these fatties wheel riders on them. And we got a small set for the front. And then we are going to upgrade this motor to something a little bigger like this. And we're going to give it a nice paint job. So, let's get into it. So what I got to do first, I had to watch a couple of Opal's videos to get the hang of how to restore a Tootsie toy, because I've never done it before. So he normally grinds off the edge here just enough to pop it off. But for today, since we're not going to reuse this, I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to grab the snips, and we're going to go to town. And I'm just going to go like that, cut the axle. And honestly, the axle was destroyed anyway. I'm going to pop it off, maybe. Let's see if it's all the way through. There it is. Now it's all the way through. Gone. And let's see if we get these front ones. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And I was right. It is. Oh, there it goes. Woo! So here's the wheels. I am going to keep these axles and these wheels because I do, believe it or not, have another Tootsie toy that will be restored momentarily. I'm already having fun with this, and I just started it a couple minutes ago. And I'm already having fun. So I'm going to save these. You never know. Might need them for later. Cards fell down. Cars, keep those hold. Okay, so here's our body. Dirty, paint's chipped, and you guys know what we're going to do. We're going to grab our chum bucket. We're going to open her up, and we're going to plop her in. Once it's plopped in, make sure you shake it, and just put it on the side. And now, all we can do is wait. I'll see you in a little bit, guys. So it's been about 12 to almost 14 hours now, and here's our casting. Just pulled it out of the stripper, and now we're gonna just peel this paint off. Honest, I didn't know how this was gonna go, to be completely honest. I didn't know how this paint sticked. I didn't know if it was gonna come off super easy, or it was gonna be very difficult, or I had to pull out the Dremel. But as I'm seeing right now, it's just glopping right off, and I'm actually pretty happy about this. So while I'm thinking about it, everyone, if you haven't already, go make sure you go watch everyone's Tootsie toy build who took part today. I know everyone in the Diecast Mafia took part, and a couple others, but make sure to check them out and give them a like and tell them I sent you if I'm the first video that you're watching today. Also, I wanted to thank Opal for putting this together. This was really fun. It's quite different, and honestly, I was very lost on how I was going to do this. I had no idea, and honestly, I had to wait almost to the last minute. The Sunday night before this was due, I got started with this build because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I know I wanted to make it more realistic and look like a drag car, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do for paint or for wheels. And then I remembered that a friend of mine sent me a drag car a while ago, and it had all the parts that I needed. So once I found that casting and took it apart, my vision started to come to life. And this is where we are. We're taking the paint off, and I'm about to go to the sink and clean this all off, and we'll be right back. So this is the part of the video where Opa would normally just clean the car, and he would use his big wire wheel, his electric one, but I'm going to do it the Cuda's Diecast custom style, and we're going to use the wire brush that I got. So this car was mainly just painted on the top. Honestly, it looks like it could have been repainted at one point in its life, because how the paint dissipated or came off the casting seems like it was like spray paint. Like, just, it was flaky and chunky, and not like it normally is with old paint like this, because I've dealt with some of old paint like this and it comes off completely different. So I'm not sure, but you don't know. Cars are so old, and honestly, I have no say in these things because I've never done one of these before. So this could have been 100% original, and I am just splibbing crap out of my mouth. And honestly, I probably am, because knowing me, that's just how I roll, and I just assume things and not take any of what I think real, if that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of spitballing, but I'm having fun with this, like I've been saying. So my plan is next is to actually do some off-camera work. I want to sand and grind this motor down so we can fit this new motor on with the exhaust, so it looks pretty cool. We got this off a 32 Ford, so I thought, and it was in my parts bin, so I thought it would be a good little attachment to do, because Opal said and stated that it has to be custom. It can't be a restoration, not allowed. So I was like, all right, that makes my life a little harder, because honest, when I received this car, I really wanted just to restore it. But when I found out the rules, I was like, all right, not gonna break the rules, so we're gonna restore this car and customize it at the same time. So I'm doing light customization, a fancy paint job, and adding a couple of things. So it's gonna still look somewhat original, but it's gonna look different at the same time. So we majority just cleaned this up, and now I'm gonna move on to grinding this off. I'll be back in a little bit. So after sanding down the motor where I want it, the old one, we are going to finally work on the main motor. Oh my gosh, I just dropped it right here. And we are going to put it into our little bottle of Super Clean. It said Super Clean, but you know, it kind of erased it, but that's okay. So I'm going to open it. You can see it is purple. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my piece here, grab this little thin wire, maybe, hold up, right here, tighten it, and then plop her in. And guys, I found out you do not got to keep this stuff in there long, because the Super Clean evaporates the chrome pretty quickly. So we'll see how long that takes, and we'll be right back. So after letting the engine sit in the Super Clean for about 20 minutes, and after me taking some time to paint it with some Testors orange, and then chroming the chrome accent pieces like the blower and the headers and the exhausts, this is what I got for our custom motor for our Tootsie toy dragster. So now I'm going to move on to our final assembly. I'll see you over there. So here is our final assembly for Opaw's first ever Tootsie Toy Invitational. And the color I went with for this one was black. I wanted to bring it back to its original color. And then I did some accent pieces like on the parachute, the steering wheel, and these little like metal nubs. I thought they would look good popping out. I decided not to do the seat because I thought I wanted to keep this kind of original, but also put my kind of flair on it. I know that you can see the primer here and in some other spots like there, but that's because I was rushed for time and I did not do the job that I wanted to do, but I still wanted to post a video out for you guys, so I hope you don't mind. Next, I did the motor. If you guys remember, I did paint this on live on Monday night, my bad, and then I did the chrome accent pieces all around. I wanted to make this a like Hemi, so that's why I painted it orange, because this did come out of a 32 Roadster, and it was honestly just sitting in my parts bin that was right there. So I thought this would look pretty cool, and it's much of an upgrade to what was in there, so I thought it was pretty interesting. Next, we got our front wheels. Didn't do anything with these. These already fit, so didn't have to customize anything on those. And here is our rear wheels. So the original axle I did have to break off because it was on a metal base and I didn't properly remove it. So I got a new axle and I glued this end of the axle to make a new crimp, and it works out perfectly. So guys, let's go see what we started with.
So this is what we started with. A very clean but play-worn Tootsie's Toy dragster. And here is our final results. I want to first off thank Opal for putting this whole thing together. Dude, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope we can do something like this again. I know mine isn't the best, but I honestly like it. Looking at it for a second time, it really is a cool piece. I can't wait to see everyone else's. To let you guys know, this car is for sale, guys. And some of the other cars that are and were built on this channel. So if you are interested, please let me know and we can talk. All you gotta do is email me at cudacole@gmail.com. Guys, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. This video is sponsored by Hobbytown. Hobbytown is an awesome hobby store where you can find all your hobbies, wants, and needs. They provide everything from your tools and supplies to an awesome variety of paints, from spray paints to paints for your airbrush. To find your local Hobbytown, you can go to www.hobbytown.com to use the store locator at the top center of the homepage to find the closest store near you. Again, the website to use is www.hobbytown.com. Remember, we make your free time awesome.